Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the High-Wing remnants. Yet, time and again, he distinguished himself for one simple reason. He would not die!
Oh!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco and Konetsu are here, and we are continuing Pyre.
We just got rid of Headwind.
Don't say it like that! Following Headwind's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Did we already read this one?
I think so. I think this is the last thing we did.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, let's see, is there anything? We checked out his planner. Yeah.
Right, it was at like 20-something% now, we're up to 37.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is new? Downside travels, in the words of Jilmer Manymane the Alpha Chief. I think we can switch off on these. You cannot survive the downside if you cannot get around. Howlers shall descend on you, or tempests shall shear you to pieces. That is the way of it. Traveling through the environs is no simple feat. Consider yourself blessed if you were born a cur. If not, however, you shall have to find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Luz Glorian believes this untamed land can be traversed through means unnatural. I thought at first that he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. He speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paws shall suffice. Nothing in here. There we go.
The fall of Solium. In the words of Luz Glorian, 100 Mines? The scholar?
Yes.
Okay. From the top of Mount Elodial, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded, but that is hardly all. The wondrous miracle, there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not towards the sea, but rush towards the heavens. Speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now, bent backwards, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it.
The Fates, in the words of Haub the Swallow, the Accursed. The Fate united under Manymane the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his 4-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Manymane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them.
On mercy, in the words of Trieste Titus, the Blessed Born. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As early Solium Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather, it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. The society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Emperor of Tsar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn, as we have. Mercy shall endanger union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society.
Okay. Continue the journey. Down to the moonlight alcove. Uh-oh. Konetsu? You once again find yourself amid the serene walkways of the moonlight alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Might be a cut here while I figure out what's happening.
Back?
There we go.
I think my internet's just like... I think there's a storm coming in, so it's kind of like all wonky.
Oh yeah, that would do it. Well, we shall try. If we get disconnected too much, then yeah.
Yeah, the screen's fine. It's just like your voice is kind of like cutting out, but I can make out what you're saying.
Yeah, you get a little robot-y too, but it's actually doing fine now. Yeah, nothing else. Bide your time. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. Next we're gonna get like all these weapons everywhere.
Oh god.
Nah. There from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all a part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. Hi, Moon. Ooh. One evening, amid a downpour, with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wilfred requests everyone to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon, everyone is assembled, and Wilfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I have not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you. In all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our Commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness. I think, rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say, desire, such a course. Together they created all this ceremony of which we're now a part of. The exiles liberated through their rights went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Okay. Okay, I'm starting. Hmm. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit, the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Melith, and I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. Oh, this was the,
Oh, it's her! The witch
yeah.
lady.
A certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. Is there a way to get rid of this? 'Cause I want to see what the bottom half, because she looks like she's sitting down. She might be like curled up, because I can't really tell if they're like maybe snake-like. They do hiss.
I always thought she was like part snake.
Yeah.
But I also thought like she sat on a rock or something.
Yeah.
We are to understand that you require further aid from us.
Yes, dear Bertrude. The time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon shall find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks at you and your fellow exiles each in turn.
We frighten ye, parent.
Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions.
Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them.
She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems now that the ranks of the Nightwings are complete.
Oh.
Bertrude joined the group. You sense her powerful presence. Welcome her on board.
Oh wait, isn't she the one who made our ship?
Yep, Now then, my kin. Perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and storming sky. The stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Choose your path towards salvation. Alright. We got Triesta, Oris, and Blue. Let's see. So we can go against Deluge. We can go against Lendl or Ignarius. Well, yeah, all of these are new people. I'm trying to remember which places we've been to again already.
Well, we haven't seen Deluge in a while, right? Since we crashed into his like thing.
No. So yeah, we can go there. Alright.
is this knight to understand that we shall soon confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts once more? Then this is to be a most exciting time! This knight's one-time commanding officer. Imagine, if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. Aw.
Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past, and how it is they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion, and former ally of Sir Gilman. He lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the High-Wing remnants. Yet, time and again, he distinguished himself for one simple reason. He would not die!
Oh!
His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition.
Oh!
Then, in the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he was at last sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of their great hero, the Under King Oris, while adhering to their strict code.
This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum had his entire regiment not turned into disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave.
You say goodnight to Gilman in turn. There is no time to make flight preparations now, though in the morning you will press on once again. You find Big Bertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change.
Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in Flagging Hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred.
She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse.
That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which was withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites.
Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madame. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require?
We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present.
It is possible that Wolfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet procure some.
That would be agreeable with us.
Then, after you, madame. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Continue our journey. You rise early that morning, though Bertrude is already awake. She scowls at you. Good morning, reader. Bertrude, I trust your stay has been not too uncomfortable.
Nay, Sandalwood, the comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all of this.
The reader here shall do so once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, it's right here. Let's see if we can find anyone to crash into. Oh, can we not? Oh, okay, here we go. Come on, someone. Oh, they
There has to
already
be somebody.
landed. As you
Very
soar
slowly.
above the waters of Worm Gulf, you notice Sir Gilman sidle up to you, very slowly. He's gonna tell me I'm going in the wrong direction. Aww.
We are very, 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 very high above the waters if this night is not mistaken. This night's burn like beneath the surface there in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this night, why, he would receive a watery burial in the custom of his kind.
Don't think about that, Gilman. Oh man.
Not a single one.
Oh, yeah!
Get him, get him!
And it's him!
Ah! What, my beautiful wagon, what has happened? Oh, but it is you, my wonderful Nightwings. Come to play a little trick on your good friend Manly. You get the best music and you're the worst. Oh, how very, very, very clever of you, and the damage you have caused my beautiful wagon. Doubtless it was very, very minimal. Fear not, I can afford repairs, and there's no inconvenience at all. Although I do have a request of you to commence, that is.
Ooh, can you reconnect the robotiness is coming back?
Am I good?
There we go. Yep.
When we face each other in a right, and I trust you know what I shall ask of you. But would you be kind enough to stand aside and let the chastity prevail?
No.
Oh yeah, because we're just totally gonna let you just keep throwing in the fire. Yeah, we'll just stand there.
I mean, we
Then we
didn't,
shall call. Huh?
we didn't give that to Dalbert. You think we're gonna give it to you?
Yeah. Then we shall call it even, and when I return into the Commonwealth, I shall see to it that you or your loved ones are suitably rewarded now. Ta-ta! Shut up. Wow.
That's so satisfying.
Especially because it's him.
Yep. Alright, so we got Highwing Cove. The high road to the nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. Ray expressed an interest in taking this route to the nest of Trieste, and we've got... Oh, this is interesting. Blacksworn.
Barker.
The low road to the nest of Trieste passes through Razor Sands. You sense the presence of your adversary Barker here. You may learn of his recent activity. I'm interested in that, are you?
Yeah. I like Barker.
Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Wolfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what may have happened had your paths not crossed, as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. But with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
See ya.
Have listened to me either way, would you?
Even though I don't want to cause trouble for anyone, in the end, I'm quite a troublesome person, aren't I? Put my hands on the screen. The Oracle, no. The god of this world puts their palms on the mashed mine on the other side of the screen. Is it I only vaguely remember what happened next?
Yes.
Okay, I can't read this part.
I accepted the god into my heart, and we walked home hand in hand. Everything that I was became her, and everything that she was became a part of me. And they kissed so passionately it jostled her memory.
Oh shit.